evening, Commissioners. My name is Hope Johnson, and I will be speaking on Finding 2 in a moment as a resident of San Francisco, but I'd like to introduce myself first as the newly elected chair of the Sunshine Ordinance Task Force. And I look forward to working with you over the next year. I know that very soon we'll be working on the regulations for enforcement of our orders of determination, which we faithfully refer to you and have had a hard time coming to an agreement with how they should be handled. First, as a member of the Sunshine Ordinance Task Force, I would like to commend Chair Her for requesting that the language that is inflammatory and largely unsubstantiated in an open hearing by the Ethics Commission about the task force be stricken. And in support of that, I'd like to say that if you really take a close look at what the Civil Grand Jury said, they said that none of these cases were ever heard at an open hearing before the Ethics Commission. It was not simply addressing that you had not enforced them, but the fact that the commissioners had not provided an open hearing to substantiate what your staff has been saying. And as you can see from the very last case, which you use as an example of your ability or your desire to handle cases that you feel the task force is referred to correctly, that it changes when you hear it in an open hearing. And so before you make comments about whether we follow the law, it would be nice for the public to be able to participate in one of those hearings, which I think also speaks to Finding 5 that addresses that the executive director has too much discretion in proposing dismissal of individual complaints. Being as there hasn't been an open hearing, how would the public really know that? How would you really know that? And even though the staff is providing you with this information, you will be held responsible because it's saying that the Ethics Commission, the commissioners, not your staff, but the commissioners are responsible for these words that you're going to put out in front of the public. So I really urge you to take into consideration that the emphasis is that those cases deserve to be heard. I would also like to have you consider addressing what the Civil Grand Jury said, that your website does not reflect that part of your duties have to do with the Sunshine Ordinance, which I did not see in your response. Thank you.